Ladies and gentlemen, you are kindly requested to remain seated. We apologize for the situation. Thank you.
حبط قال المقاطعة ماشي كبه حلو يا ورا قدام له العلي قد
Explosion that blew a hole in the side of a commercial plane shortly after takeoff killed at least one passenger. The victim's body found on the ground near Mogadishu. The pilot was amazingly able to safely land this aircraft. So far this morning, no confirmation of the cause of that blast or whether terrorism may be involved. I want to get the very latest from CNN's Robin Creel live from Nairobi. And Robin, when you look at the pictures of a hole blown in the side of this aircraft, it's almost amazing there was only one fatality. Was it because it hadn't gotten to cruising altitude? The cabin hadn't been entirely pressurized? Why was this plane able to land safely?
Well, hugely lucky, and it turns out, Christine, that plane was about an hour delayed. So if it had taken off at 10:30 a.m. local time, which it was due to take off at, and instead it took off at 12:30 a.m., if it had taken off at that time, and if there was something timed to go off on that plane, then that flight would have likely have been 1 hour into cruising altitude, 30,000 feet. And what we're told by experts is that if it had been on at that altitude and the explosion had occurred in that exact place right near the fuel tanks on the wing, then it would have been catastrophic for that flight and the 70-odd people on board. Here's what we know. It was an Airbus A321, Christine. It was heading from Mogadishu to Djibouti. A source close to the investigation tells us that they have tested that blast site, and that residue that they have collected has tested positive for explosives. We're not sure what explosive that was. 2 passengers injured and 1 passenger sucked out of the plane. His body was found close to Mogadishu. Somali authorities now have control of that body, and they will be looking at that body today as the day wears on. What we're not sure about, Christine, is what could be behind this explosion. As I said, it was 1 hour late to take off. So if it was some kind of timed device, and again, we do not know this, then if it had gone off when the plane was already in air and at cruising altitude, it would have been catastrophic. Al-Shabaab is an Al-Qaeda-linked group that has terror attacks almost daily in Mogadishu. As of yet, no one has come forward to claim responsibility if indeed this was
Ladies and gentlemen, you are kindly requested to remain seated. We apologize for the situation. Thank you.
حبط قال المقاطعة ماشي كبه حلو يا ورا قدام له العلي قد